Ever since I was a kid, soccer has been a huge part of my life. From the time I was 4 years old until this last year, soccer has kind of defined me as who I am. Most of my closest friends came from soccer because I spent so much time with them. I also always defined myself as a soccer player, which I was okay with because soccer was my biggest focus. Since I was so focused and concentrated on my soccer career though, I had to make sacrifices in other parts of my life. Most of these sacrifices that I have made have been in the last couple years, and I'm just now starting to realize this as we only have a couple days left of school. For the longest time, I've always had club practices on Friday nights, and I've missed out on going to all the football games with my friends, or I've missed going to movies, or all the basketball games, and all this stuff that with my group of friends because I've always been so focused and busy with soccer, and it's led me to realize that I've missed out on everything that a normal high schooler does because I've been so focused and concentrated on my soccer career. I was okay with all this though because ever since I was a little kid, I've always dreamed of playing college soccer, and that was the ultimate goal. So I did whatever was necessary for me to get there and to play soccer in college, and that's what I was prepping myself for by doing all this. And it was like, yeah, I was missing out spending time with my friends, but the goal was to play college soccer, so I did what I had to do. This is why I came as such a shock to all my friends when I told them that I was quitting soccer. They were asking me, like, how can you quit something that you've put so much time into and you're so passionate about? But I just realized that it's my career going forward. It's not going to revolve around soccer, and that was a hard reality to come to after many talks with my coaches and my dad, and me trying to figure out what career path I wanted to pursue, and me figuring out I wanted to go into the medical field. I knew I wouldn't have time to play soccer in college, which was my dream for forever. So I kind of figured, what's the point of playing this last year of club soccer if I'm not going to play in college? And that's what made me quit this year after this high school season. And this takes me to the end of last semester when I finally had all this free time on my hands. And having all this free time, I was excited to be able to spend time with my friends again and to finally focus on schoolwork, which this last semester of my senior year didn't focus on schoolwork. But I was really excited to be able to hang out with my friends again. But I quickly came to realize that this wasn't going to happen because since I was always so busy with soccer in the past, they stopped inviting me from all the stuff. Like, they still invite me to some things, but they just become so used to me always being busy that they don't even ask anymore. And it just seems that I've become an afterthought. And it's something that I've really struggled with this semester because these are my closest friends, and we're going to college here in a couple of months, but I don't know, I feel like they don't really think about me as much anymore because soccer took up so much of my time in the past, and now that I'm not playing soccer, it's not normal for them to invite me to stuff, or normal for me to be able to go and do stuff with them. And that's probably the biggest thing that I'll struggle with this year because I want to spend time with my friends, and I mean, I'm not going to see them in a couple months probably ever again, or very rarely when I come back and visit when I'm on breaks. But also, now that I'm not playing soccer, it seems that I've lost kind of my sense of self-identity because for the longest time, I always thought I'm a soccer player. That's how I define myself. I knew who I was. I knew that's what I was all my life. That's what I did, I played soccer. But now that I'm not playing soccer, it's who am I? And that's not the only thing that I've struggled with this year. I mean, I've also struggled with school and trying to find the motivation to get my work done, especially this past semester. But I also really like some of my classes. Like, I love this class because it's not like the ordinary class where we just do book work and take notes that are pointless. It's actually interesting material to learn, and it has real-life application. That's also why I love my anatomy class, because it's stuff that I'm interested in and that I love doing. But overall, this past semester mainly has been the hardest one of high school because it's the first time where I'm not constantly busy after school and I don't know what's always going on. And I don't know what to do with all this free time. I mean, I don't have homework to do most of the time because it's senior year. And this past year, I've really realized that I've made a lot of sacrifices in my life, but they've gotten me to where I am today. And I couldn't be more excited for my future going forward, even though I won't be playing soccer. I mean, I will still be a part of my life. But I couldn't be more excited for what I'm about to do and going off to college and pursuing my dream career of something in medicine, whether that be PA, which I'm currently thinking of, or dentistry if I have the grades to get into dental school.
What are your plans for the future?
I can go to college, hopefully go to med school.
live life. Your questions.
What would you change about yourself?
I've always wished I could change my height just because I'm tiny and I've been kind of self-conscious about it. But yeah, I've learned to live with it. But if I could change something, I'd definitely like to be taller.
What is your favorite Dutch drink?
I don't go to Dutch. I actually like coffee, so I go to Starbucks.
What's your favorite Sonic slushie?
I don't know. I haven't been to Sonic in a while.
Describe your relationship with your mom.
I love my mom. We're pretty close, but I'm definitely ready to leave for college, as most people are. My eyes are watering.